I'm Liz.
Who is Elizabeth Marie Wiggins? Dancer, singer, artist, glow rager, and Chick-fil-A fry cook? How does this all come together in one person?
I do not know. Currently, Liz is a 24-year-old that is a manager at Chick-fil-A, working her life away 50 to 60 hours a week. Come home and die. I had to do what I had to do to survive. That's kind of the world we live in now.
To really understand this unique girl, we have to start at the very beginning.
Moved down here from Rock Hill, South Carolina when I was 1, right after, or I guess in the middle of my parents getting divorced. All of my mom's family was over here in Pensacola, so they were able to set up and find her a house here in Fairhope and help her get a job. Eventually she got a job working as a secretary at the church. She was a single mom, raising me and my sister, always working more than one job, maybe 2, 3, 4 jobs at once, I'm sure. Always put us absolute first, making sure we had everything we needed, everything for school. She had to kind of struggle and not have anything she needed, then she would do it to make sure that we were taken care of. Just watching her sacrifice so much just for me and my sister, and then she was the oldest of 5 kids. She always had that nurturing drive to make sure that everybody was taken care of. She was working nonstop to make sure we had everything that we needed, and that's where it definitely got her from. And because of her, not only helping me and teaching me, I mean, I have this apartment now. I mean, without her, I'd be on the side of the road with a cardboard box. I mean, I probably wouldn't even have a cardboard box. Definitely didn't appreciate that when I was a kid. I was an absolute terrible kid. I was a brat. I never wanted to do chores. All I wanted to do was just eat all the food in the house and watch TV.
What are you passionate about?
I said before music, but I mean definitely the dance and art gets me going. Music and dance definitely saved me when I was growing up, going through some hard times with school and dealing with different things with my dad. My own therapy sessions, I guess you could call it. But definitely when I'm in a really terrible mood or just having the worst day, I can turn on some music, or I can start painting, or I can start dancing and just completely turn it around. It'll just put me in the best mood. I mean, sometimes I get pissed on going into work, but I just turn on music and have the best karaoke session of my life, and I'm ready to go. I started dancing in grade school. I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I started first with ballet. I did 3.5 years of just straight ballet. Did the Nutcracker 3 times. I was in Capella twice, and then just a bunch of other just tidbit recitals. But then after a while, that's when I realized I didn't have any arch in my feet. And so by the end of those 3 years, come at the end of all my classes and dance classes, I was like absolutely in tears because I was in so much pain. And just that form of dance was just putting so much pressure on my joints and stuff because I have health problems and whatnot. But that's when I took about a 2-year break from dance because I didn't really think, because I wanted to stay with ballet, but I couldn't because we went to the doctor and got a physical, and he said if I ever moved up a point, he'd probably fracture my feet in about 3 different places. So definitely had to quit that. It wasn't going to be worth it. But then I started doing jazz and modern, and really got into modern, and that's when I started teaching. Started teaching jazz for kids, just the basics, doing basic tap. Started doing hip hop. That was a lot of fun. I mean, I've done everything from like swing dancing, ballroom, to ballet, jazz, modern, tap, the whole works. Show choir at Faulkner, and now go-go dancing. I mean, that I've been doing ever since I like picked up a marker and knew what it was. But that was always just a hobby, just something I enjoyed. Just I always see things just like the whole world to me is just a giant canvas. Everything to me is just art. I didn't seriously start painting or getting to like different crafting and putting pieces together, and probably until about 8th grade, 9th grade. especially in high school when I joined art club. And I started taking different classes, getting more serious into it, learning different techniques, trying to expand not just from sketching, but going into like acrylics and oil paintings and charcoal and pencil and pastel, and I mean, it goes on and on for the variety for media. Basically, it just started as a job that was just helping me to pay my bills. But once I got there and I started to know people, and I've always loved that 90 to nothing environment, and then I started working in the kitchen, and that was it. After I started working in the kitchen, I just wanted to stay. I mean, I've always loved to cook. I got that from my sister. My mom always called me like a tweaker. I'd take different recipes and I'd add different stuff, or I'd take things out, or I'd change different things. But, I mean, I take pride in my work. I mean, when I'm on prep and we're making salads and stuff, I mean, no matter what it is, everything's about presentation. If it doesn't look good, you're most likely not going to want to eat it. And just even making simple desserts and stuff like that, I'm always very careful, and I always want things to look a certain way. I always want it to look like the picture. I mean, honestly, for whatever I decide to do career-wise, I'm not necessarily worried about being the most popular anywhere I am. I'm not. I mean, everybody loves attention, but I don't need to be the center of attention. That's not necessary. But definitely, hopefully, either owning my own store of Chick-fil-A or working at a top restaurant, cooking my ass off in the back line, really traveling, cooking, staying fit, being happy, honestly. I'm not necessarily worried about what's going to make me the most money. I just want to do what I want to do. Well, like I said, I basically just see myself as a work in progress. 'Cause life isn't necessarily about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. Eat more chicken!
Game nerd.
It's enjoyable. It's a nice stress reliever. You know, you get pissed off at work, you just come home and explode everybody. I'm serious. It makes you feel great. Your breath stinks.
Yep. Oh, what are you doing in my house?
Get out. Leave the camera. Good old Smitty. And
right there.
Aaron, you're welcome, because you're now getting married because of me.